What's going on, 351 Cleveland? How are you this evening? You have to, I apologize for coughing in your ear. It's kind of going to be a little difficult not to do that today. Remoting from home, doing upgrades, back at work. Yeah, that's I've been working from home the past 2 days. Um, really don't like working from home myself. I mean, I'm kind of weird like that. I kind of like being in my office if I can, kind of get away from home. But I've got my office set up in my bedroom right now, just so I can, get stuff done and hopefully keep my kids from getting sick. But I'm gonna get try to get over this as quick as I can, and try to maybe get. I'd like to go fishing. My favorite little lake just opened back up Tuesday, but my daughter had a basketball game, so I didn't get to go, and I was really not feeling good then, and decided it was time to go to the doctor because I kind of figured it was coming. I didn't want to, take a risk, and um, there's just too. I mean, there was a local deputy with the sheriff's office that just passed away from it today. Um, I mean, there's still people dying from this stuff. Uh, what's going on, Grits and Glamour? I'm stuck in my room, uh, quarantined right now. Man, I sure would like some grits. I think tomorrow night I'm gonna do some grits and shrimp. Some people call it shrimp and grits. I call it grits and shrimp because I got the big bowl of grits and the little bitty bowl of shrimp. That would definitely feel good. But yeah, um, right now we just had rain all day today, and rain most of the day yesterday. All day today had some really hard rain. Um, but knock on wood, right now we've got all liquid precipitation. Um, I've got three truck drivers right now that are stuck. Two are stuck in Indiana. One is stuck in Ohio. One's stuck in Dayton, and two are stuck just north of Indy. So I hate wintertime. Um, I hate it with a passion, especially in being in the trucking aspect. But no, right now we just got a bunch of rain. We probably got 2 or 3 inches of rain today. So it's gonna be a mess. Hopefully the temp don't drop and that freeze. I don't know. I haven't really looked at that part, but there was a pretty bad tornado down in South Alabama this afternoon. I believe it killed a couple of people. What I was reading earlier on the news. Yeah, I got some friends over in Louisiana, and they were talking about how the local people they wasn't taking care of the roads. And that's the problem in Alabama. What's up, Clayton? That's a problem in Alabama. I mean, we don't have the infrastructure, we don't have the ways and means to treat the roads prior. I mean, about the only thing they can do is put some of that brine solution out, but by the time they get that out and then it rains, it turns to snow or whatever it's going to do. By that time it's too late. I mean, it's too late to do anything, and then usually you gotta kick it in there, and they'll get a road grader out, motor grader, like a snow plow, and put it pile it up in front of your driveway. But um, and we had how long ago was that? Was it 2 weeks ago? I can't even remember now. 2 weeks ago, we had probably 6 inches of snow. Um, so you know, I'm just not a fan of snow. I never have been. The daggum blizzard of '93 ruined that for me, and I was a teenager then. We had like 6 foot snow drifts on the side of our house, and we had to tunnel through that crap just to get out of the house. Alabama had never seen that much snow, and it came in one night. I mean, just dumped it. It was lightning, thunder and lightning, and snowing. I'll never forget it. We were only without power for I think a few days because we live right on the main road. But it got so cold that the water service froze. So we didn't have water. We didn't have running water, but we had electricity and we had gas heat. So we were fine. But I was actually 14. That was the year I turned 15, '93. And we had so much snow. It was crazy. When the power went out, the power was out for a few days. So we took everything that was in the fridge and we dug a hole in the snowbank and put it in there to keep it cold. It was pretty weird having to trudge outside in the little snow igloo there to get the food out. But I just wanted to jump on here for a little bit. Um, See how everybody's doing. I've been busy. I've been trying to get my latest video edited for my last little Bachelor's Dual League trip, where it was my line was freezing up in my. Uh, I appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, you don't want to burn your biscuits. So appreciate you stopping by, and enjoy your supper, and we'll talk to you on the flip flop. Well, I've been trying to get that video done, but I've been dealing with some stuck drivers and stuff, and that's been keeping me busy as far as work goes. See if I can kind of want to show you what's going on in my world right now, in the trucking world, if I can get it to work. This is a live. This is a live map of tracking of where my trucks are currently located. Gotta get signed in first. Can't put my sign-in information out there for you guys. It's a lot of very important information. You'd be bored looking at it. Let's see here. Well, one of my drivers that was stuck is now moving. He is trucking right along. About 35 miles an hour. It's better than being stuck, I guess. Let me go back out here to the working list. Zoom in. Ooh. So is anybody that's in the chat stream right now from Indiana, Illinois, or Ohio? Not me, says Clayton. South Carolina. All right. I think I've got it to work now. All right. So if you can see where my mouse is here. I'm going to try to zoom in here just a little bit. I've got, let's see here. This is why I hate wintertime. All these red and orange. So let me see here. Let's check on this driver right here. I know he's at a truck stop right now. Yeah, he's socked in at a truck stop. And let's go back a little bit. Yeah, definitely snowy, treacherous roads. A lot of trucks in the truck stop. Right now, I've got two guys. I only got two guys that are not in that area. My rest of my guys are all up here. You can see. It's funny how you can see. You can see where the trouble spots are with this storm. It starts all the way down here in Texas, down around San Antonio, and goes all the way up to the Great Lakes, back up through New York, Vermont. I don't care about any of those places. This Cincinnati looks bad right now. I heard the reason why my driver uh, stopped up here is all these bridges and overpasses were closed. All right, Clayton, man, I appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by. Like I said, I just wanted to chit chat with everybody for a minute. Figured I would look at some of these drivers, make sure they're still all right on running my trap. Let's see what we got here. It don't look too bad. Still pretty bad though. All right, so let's. What can I do? I was going to look at something. Let's see here. Let me look at something real quick here. I know they opened the lake back up. Um, what was it? Tuesday. I hadn't seen them post any fish. They usually post their fish catches, what people have caught. They'll because when you keep the fish, you have to go weigh them in at the little check station there, and they weigh them in. They weigh them and go about your business. So I hadn't seen any posted, which to be honest, I hadn't really looked that close. So let me check that out real quick. Hmm. No, no, no fish catches, but they are back open. This is the little public lake that I always talk about fishing in some of my videos. It's a little public lake that the state built back in the 60s, 70s. Um, it's a nice little lake. I like it. I've been fishing a lot the past 2 years, and I fished it a lot last year out of my boat. more so than I did bank fishing. I bank fished it a couple times, but that it, it it's it's got some big bass in it because we've caught some in there. Me and my daughters have. Um, it's close to the house. I can take my boat and be on the water quicker than I can go to the river. But I'm going to spend more time on the river this year than just fishing the lake. I love this lake. Love it, love it, love it. But with just like anything, once people start catching 7, 8, 9 pound bass, catching big stringers of crappie, people's gonna come out there. And then I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no problem with that. That means more people's fishing. More people's fishing. I'm happy with that. Um, I am afraid though that this little lake has been overfished the past few years. I've noticed it's getting harder for especially the bass to hit certain lures, but that's when you as a fisherman you gotta change your tactics and you got to find something that everybody else hasn't used yet and go that route. So that was my plan, was to be there this week when it opened. What's going on, Hawaiian fisherman? How are you today? Um, that was my plan. My plan was to start there this week, and because it's been closed since December the 1st, so it had a couple of months to kind of uh, recuperate from the summer, from the fishing pressure all year. Really, this place, it's busy. It's busy the whole time it's open. Um, what's going on, Brim Bass and beyond? I'm stuck in my quarantine zone, my little room, my room at home. I've been trying to stay away from the girls. I don't want to get them sick. My youngest daughter's already had it. She had it about 2, 3 weeks ago. She had it. She had it before they come back from Christmas break, and then they come back. The school started back, and 3 days later they had to shut down because there was a bunch of kids sick and bunch of teachers. So anyway, it's been an interesting January, so to speak, and of course it's rolled into February. But no, I'm I've only got a quarantine for 5 days, but my oldest daughter's a senior, and it's basketball season, and her basketball team's like 14-3 right now, and the sub-state um, for our association, the sub-state basketball tournament's going to start soon, and we have played in the state championship for 3 years in a row. We lost twice and won once. So this group of girls is a group of seniors. They're awesome kids. You know, they've been playing together for like 5 or 6 years now. Um, great group of kids. I'm not just saying that because of my daughters in there, but that's um, we're trying to keep that down. We've got, uh, I've got my my grandmother's elderly. You know, we have to help with her, and I had to stop doing that because We just don't want to get a bunch of people sick. So um, the biggest part for me has been just a hacking cough. Like I'm sure it may hit me here in a minute. I may get a coughing fit and have to shut it down. But I mean, I've been talking most of the day. So last night was pretty bad for me. I'm getting those coughing fits and get a real bad headache, afterwards. And, um, I was watching, I was watching a guy live stream on YouTube. He was live streaming um, driving through Illinois in the ice. He was a storm chaser, and I guess him talking and just the slow moving around of the vehicles and everything, and the cough medicine that I'm taking. This, uh, what is it? I got a sticker a little late for some reason. I didn't get my save a dollar now coupon off of there. It's Theraflu. That's what that is. Okay. Theraflu Express Max. That right there, I took a big shot of that last night. I was watching that guy scream, and next thing I know, I was falling asleep, so I just went and crawled into bed. Slept good. Um, right now, I don't feel too bad. It's just, you get those coughing fits, and that's the part that drives me nuts. But I mean, I don't feel too bad at all. I felt worse Monday and Tuesday, and you may know where this is at. You ever heard of Clay County, Alabama, over around Ashland, Lineville? We were down there Tuesday night playing basketball. So that's about I think it ended up being a 260-mile round trip Tuesday night from down there. So every time we go down through there, my daughter always gets mad at me because when you come through Ohatchee and there's I don't really call it an island. It's kind of like a peninsula right there on the Coosa River. When the Coosa River comes through, there's a bunch of houses that's on the bank, and I guess the homeowners association or something built a dock that goes all the way around that little island. And I always tell her the story of the BFL I was fishing in that year. We was fishing down there on Neely Henry, and the boater we ran from Gadsden at the city dock all the way down to that spot first thing in the morning. Pretty good run, probably 10-15 mile run or more, probably more on the water. Um, but anyway, they've got these docks. They built this. It's sort of like a boardwalk dock that goes all the way around their property. And we was in there pitching a Zoom ultraviolet speed crawlers in there, and I got a hold of a Magnum spot, and it wrapped around one of those posts, and I tried like crazy to get that thing loose, and I couldn't, and ended up breaking my line. But I tell her that story every time. So we're going down through there, and before we even got there, she said, "Yep, that's where you caught that big spot, and it wrapped around the post and broke your line." I was like, "How did you know?" She said, "I only heard that story about 7 or 8 times." I was like, Um, I'm going to say I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the variant I got was Omicron because I thought it was a really bad sinus infection because um, I was fishing. I was fishing in like 10-degree wind chills the other day, uh, Sunday, as a matter of fact, and I have I haven't fished in that in many years, and I'm not exactly sure why I fished in it. Um, it was it was one of these little. bass slinger rules. I mean, um, it wasn't a money tournament. Now I've fished for money in the cold before, but this is just a fun little bragging rights deal. Um, there ain't no money involved, but I'm gonna tell you, I was cold. Um, I was trying to find me some good boots around here. Um, I couldn't find any. I literally couldn't. I went everywhere trying to find some good boots, and just nobody had any my size that would fit. So I ended up, like I said, I ended up going fishing. Um, I don't know why. I guess just because I wanted to go. I guess that's a good enough reason, though. Um, I caught I caught me five and I left. I thought, I said that's if the person I'm fishing against has more than me, then so be it. But I was not. I was done. I think I fished from about 4:15, maybe 4:15 to four to about 5:30, because I think I caught my fifth fish, landed my fifth fish about 5:30, and because it was getting dark, and I had lost a real good one at the bank. I had four fish and I lost a good one, so I went back over to where I started, and lo and behold, I got that fifth fish, measured it, put it back, and I went to the car. That day I had to drive my car because my daughter was gone in the truck, so I had to walk back across the field. Luckily, the field was frozen except for the spill land. My feet got wet, but that's I'll have to get that video. I haven't got. I'm gonna try to edit it some this evening. About 8:18, 8:30. I'll probably go to bed. Let me see if I can get this to work here. I don't know if you can see that well. Let's see if I can get this to zoom. Yeah, I was iced up. That was after the. That was after. Of course, now that is some bigger line on that rod. Got 25 pound um, in VizX. I was throwing a new line through swim bait, and that's from Scottsboro Tackle Company, and I did not want to lose that bad boy. That was $12. And I said I'm not going to use that. I don't know, 10 or 12 pound line. I didn't even want to put it on my braid. I got one rod with braid on it, and that's for my jig. That's the only one I use for braid. But I guess it was just that's the 5 inch. I got a 6 inch one too, but I didn't bring that one. Matter of fact, I took I think five rods. I just because I was in my car and I didn't want to clunk it up with a bunch of tackle. So I had my bag. I take several bags of plastics, just just a Zoom variety, and a couple of bags of yum dingers. I had I had that chick magnet in the back there, the orange one, orange fire crawl. I had it tied on. Had this tied on, and That was the rod it was tied on. So you can see that line's a little bit bigger. Um, there was two times I actually had the ice was sliding down the line. I was like, what is that? At first, I couldn't tell what it was, but it ended up being ice. Well, I was proud of that first fish. That was cold, man. That was so cold. I think you can see. I can't see myself. Let me see here. My watch says 30 degrees, but the low is 10. That ain't counting the wind chill. Because right then, at that moment, the wind chill was like 14. And I was like, man, what are you doing out here? It was anything that was outside of the water and close to the water was had ice on it. Let's see here. That was at 5:08. Yeah, it says 30 degrees. I know it dropped because the wind kicked up. Let's see here. That was at 5:20. Well, I don't know if you can see my. That was the last fish of the day. I was like, thank you, Lord. Yeah, go eat your supper, man. I hadn't really had a good chance to fish that chick magnet. I only got to throw it a couple of times, so I haven't caught anything with mine yet. But yeah, appreciate you stopping in. Um, go eat you some supper. We'll see you later. Oh man, let's see what we got here. Uh, so yeah, that was. I haven't had a chance to edit the video yet. So it was a pretty good. It was a pretty good day. Pretty good day fishing. Let's see if we've got. Let me pull up some footage from that day. mm. ah, sorry for coughing in your ears, everybody. Let's see what we can do here. think that I think that's the video. Let me make sure. But it was cold that day. I was just almost absolutely sure that's why I got sick. I was 100% positive that it was that instead of COVID. I don't like the way, for some reason, my files are getting misnumbered here. Mm, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here we go. Let's see here. Hmm. Well, that's why. I see what's wrong here. Why it's unstable for? That does not make sense. I don't know what's wrong with it. All right. Well, I don't think that's going to work. Let's see. There we go. I think it's going to work now. Hello, Beverly. How are you today? Um, let's see here. That's good. Glad to hear that. Just wanted to play a little clip from my last fishing trip. Cold that day. Just once. Sorry about that. Old coughing fit. Oh. Lost it. She hit the wrong button. I was trying to hit the volume button. Let me go back a second. That was a pretty good cast of that. That's a 6'6" creature rod from 6 gill with a 6.5 to 1 R reel. You don't have to cast those hard to get distance with them. Sometimes I get over anxious and just try to kill it. Alright, so I ain't gonna fight that. There's a big swim bait. Fish on this big swim bait. It was already icing up just on that one cast. It never did act right after that. He's having to knock it out. I think it's because that line was thicker. I was really hoping to catch something on that swim bait.
Wow, it froze up.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to take pictures of it. I love that area. That lake is so beautiful, especially in the afternoons like that. It wasn't beautiful that day because it was felt like it's about 10, 12 degrees outside. Like 28, 30 degrees, and the wind chill was like between
All right.
10 and 12.
Those slurs ain't working. I can see why. As cold as it is. These fish are so cold they can't stand it right now. Plus we had that crop come through. But what fish can't resist a lizard?
That's right. No matter what time of year, they can't stand a lizard.
What is this like? Freezing out of two. I can't resist a lizard. I mean, they really can't. Oh,
He thought it wasn't a fish. I think the cold was getting to my head.
it looks like the egg was. When there's a fish on, you know, it should load up.
I need to rewind that rod. What lake is that? This is a lake that I've been given permission to fish. It's if you look here in just a second.
Oh, they're gone. Oh, come on, folks. Do this. Oh.
You know, I was really excited over that fish because as cold as it was. Okay, I got to pause it. Let me go back.
10, 12 inches.
All right, so
Okay.
let's right here. Okay. All right, so this thing right here is an irrigation pump, and of course it's fed by electricity, but you can't hardly see it in this frame. But there's an irrigation system that sweeps across this cornfield. Is huge, and so this lake feeds that cornfield, and owner uh, lets me fish there. So yeah, that is that little fish. I was proud of that little fish because it's cold, even though it was just a little fish. It's still. I was pretty sure that was the reason I got sick. I was almost 100% sure that fishing trip was the reason why I got sick. But I'm tested positive at my doctor's office, and I tested positive at home. So that's that. Unfortunately, um, we got a couple of prescriptions to take, along with I've been taking the it's the elderberry one. And this messed up weather is is not helping. It's definitely not helping. So today it was like in the 50s. Tomorrow, my phone just says it's going to be 24 degrees cooler than today. But I'll be inside, so it ain't gonna matter. So how's the weather where you guys are at? Um, let's see here. My phone's going to be silly right now. Well, my phone says it's 64 right now. So I'm not going to be too mad about staying at home. I got to get better, so that's 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 the ultimate goal. Um, I'm hoping I can get better sooner than later. Knock on wood. What's going on, Paul man? I'm just sitting here in my quarantine chambers. Okay. Have you been fishing any? I appreciate that, Paul, man. I don't want to say that I have a mild case because I may wake up tomorrow and be in worse shape. But I think right now, um, right now I've got a a mild case. I would say it's a mild case because we I tested positive Wednesday yesterday. I got my days mixed up. Um, but I've really been feeling bad. Uh-oh, lost connection to my camera. What happened? Well, hmm. I may have to let's see what's going on here. I had to reset my camera for some reason. I guess that's my cue that it's time to wrap things up. Um, I appreciate you guys stopping in for a little while. Just wanted to chit chat for a little bit um, from my little quaint abode in the COVID protocol for the next few days. So, um, hoping I can get back on track the next couple of days and still be feeling good, and hopefully get back fishing maybe next weekend. I just don't think I'll be able to um, um, setting up my next duel right now with for next Saturday. Um, I hope I'm better. I'd like to go fishing, but I mean, it's like I told my doctor. I was like, hey, I was out fishing in below freezing temps with low wind chill. I said, how did I get COVID out doing that by myself? I mean, I was already sick that day, and that's the only place I went. Well, I did go to the Dollar General store. That's probably where I got the stupid Dollar General. Went to the Dollar General store for just a little. I can't remember what I went for now. It's been so long. Yeah, it was like a whole 4 days ago. But anywho, anyway, we're 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 hoping that I'll be good to go pretty soon as far as that goes. Get back out there fishing. I've got some content I need to put on here and get that stuff edited up. I might as well do it while I'm downtime, but I've been working from home while I was sick, so that's taking up most of my time. This weather, so I think I'm gonna jump off here and take my medicine, and I may go to bed early. Um, so appreciate you guys stopping by. Um, enjoy it, enjoyed it. Um, so we'll talk to you. Everybody have a good night, and I hope you have a good day this week. Good rest. Good Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. I've been lost COVID fog. I think I lost what day it'll be. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. We'll see y'all on the flip flop. Bye.